Take your boyfriends to the Barbie movie, and if they hate it, dump them. Barbie, one of the hottest movies this summer, is now a red flag radar.
Women in China are using the Barbie movie as a test to check if their boyfriend is a good boyfriend.
If you lost brain cells, felt sick, or stormed out of the theater during the film, chances are you'll be leaving alone.
So today, I ended my relationship of 2 years.
From tears...
Actually, I almost cried. I was very close to crying. I got really in my fifis, okay?
It didn't make me cry. Oh, wait, it did.
To trials.
Fans are now using the Barbie movie as the ultimate relationship test.
The Barbie litmus test divides men into 4 categories.
To terror.
The new Barbie movie's sole purpose is to brainwash women into hating men.
What is it about the recent live-action film that has the internet picking sides? And is there any hope these viewers can find common ground?
But it was literally crafted to be for everyone. Like this, Greta said from the beginning, like, this is a big party and everyone is invited.
And you know what else is a big party that everyone is invited to? Toon Blast, which is also our sponsor for today's video. Welcome to the ultimate puzzle game where you blast through cubes and create powerful combos to unlock new levels. Our favorite part about Toon Blast is how the puzzles become more challenging with each level, which is great for sharpening thinking skills instead of getting sucked into doom scrolling on social media. We think you'll love the adorable characters, especially during fun mini-games like helping Bruno Bear quench his thirst or save puppies. With over 7,000 levels packed with vibrant graphics, charming characters, and animations, the fun never stops. We're not the only ones obsessed with this blast-tastic journey. Toon Blast has millions of glowing reviews and high ratings on both the App Store and Google Play. And what's a party without a crowd? Join or create your own team with fun team names and climb up the leaderboards together. The more active your team is, the more lives and coins you will earn. If you love competition, join Toon Blast events to compete against other online players from around the world for a chance to win awesome prizes. Outside of online events, all other puzzles require no Wi-Fi, meaning there are no ads to disrupt your gameplay and perfect to play during lunch breaks without using up your mobile data. Download the game using the link in the description or QR code on screen and receive 3 hours of unlimited lives and 100 free coins. Now back to the story. If you hate Barbie, the trailer for Mattel's most iconic blonde boldly declares, this movie is for you. And it seems the film has flourished for just that reason. See, the sensual allure isn't Barbie's placid smile and unrealistic proportions. She's that and so much more. The film's director and co-writer Greta Gerwig and her partner, director and writer Noah Baumbach, wove a story that reimagined Barbie in a way that audiences didn't see coming.
Barbie floats through life, eternally optimistic.
I'm fine.
She's totally cool, totally relatable, totally not spiraling.
It was a risk, and one that paid off. After just 3 weeks in theaters, Greta made history as the first woman to rake in $1 billion at the global box office as a solo director. And with high critic and audience scores on Rotten Tomatoes and rave reviews on Letterboxd, Barbie has proven to be just as big of a hit critically as it is commercially.
Barbie is said to be one of the hottest movies this summer, and it's impossible to escape the hype.
But how did the film become this certified worldwide phenomenon? Well, in part, it's thanks to the film's genius marketing campaign. Barbie banked heavily on the chemistry of its 2 A-list leads, Margot Robbie, who played Barbie, and Ryan Gosling, who played Ken, by bringing the stars on a press tour that included stops in Toronto, Sydney, Los Angeles, London, Berlin, and New York.
It's a lot of cities.
Tell me about it. Are you packing your rollerblades?
You know I can't rollerblade in real life.
And if the viral interview moments that followed were any indication, the 2 were a hit.
I want you to recreate the moment when you asked Ryan to play Ken.
I bribed him, essentially.
But this isn't the only way the world was painted pink in anticipation of the film's premiere. Just some of the ways the film was promoted included an Xbox Barbie Dreamhouse console, an Airbnb Kenified Barbie Malibu Dreamhouse property, a hotel that received a Barbie-themed makeover, a Barbie shoe collection in collaboration with Aldo, and a Barbie Funboy pool float. Of course, even the calculated marketing campaign couldn't have accounted for the way social media's #Barbenheimer trend would make attending Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer and Greta's Barbie a cultural obligation. Nor could they have predicted that families and friend groups dressing up in Barbie-inspired outfits would turn going to see the film into not just an activity, but a Rocky Horror-type event, with fewer fishnets and more, well, pink.
I'm a Barbie boy, yeah, in a Barbie world.
Still, the biggest surprise might have been the impact the film had on audiences. From inspiring rave reviews,
I genuinely loved this movie and rated it a 10 out of 10. I think everyone needs to go see it. I hope it's nominated for an Oscar, even if you have no desire to watch this movie or don't support Barbie in any way, shape, or form. I think you should go watch the movie, and there's a possibility that it may change your overall outlook.
to lip syncs and choreograph musical numbers to the film's original song, I'm Just Ken.
So hey, well, check me out, yeah, I'm just Ken.
It seems Barbie has already left its mark on pop culture. For example, people continue to riff off the joke that Ken's job isn't lifeguard or surfer, but something much broader,
My Ken's job is beach. I'm not surf Ken. I'm beach Ken.
by giving their significant others' positions similar titles. A pilot was now fly, and a work-from-home gig was now computer. And as for a Ken who was seeing two Barbies at the same time, well, his job would be described most aptly as cheat. The Barbie-spawned Kenaissance has also sparked an obsession with Ken's Mojo Dojo Casa House, formerly known as Barbie's Dream House, before Ken visited the real world and, under the influence of the patriarchy, redecorated it with horse iconography, a pull-up bar, a mini-fridge, and other vaguely Western-themed decor. On social media, jokes were made about their partner's typical decor, and some men even showed off their own Mojo Dojo Casa houses.
Things my Mojo Dojo Casa house has. That just makes sense. 1. Electric gate. 2. Workshop for the boys.
Which, with sports memorabilia, gaming setups, and figurines limited to one space, were more aptly called Mojo Dojo Casa rooms. Yet Ken's comedic moments in the film haven't spared the character from virtual scrutiny regarding his dark character arc that, according to some viewers, he was never held responsible for. Barbie apologized to Ken for leading him on. Ken never apologized for stealing her house, brainwashing her friends, establishing a patriarchy, wrote one TikTok user. Another critiqued, okay, but can we talk about how Ken took everything that Barbie worked for without an ounce of remorse? Instead of creating his own space to excel in, he took hers. He watched her suffer and questioned her worth partially at his hands, yet claimed to love her? And in the end, Barbie was left with the responsibility of encouraging him and being his emotional support? I haven't been able to stop thinking about it since I left the theater. And for viewers who had been in their own toxic relationships, the emotional burden Barbie was faced with in her eventual breakup with Ken stung.
Literally, after I found out that for my whole 6-year relationship, my husband had been cheating on, lying to me, manipulating me, gaslighting me, whatever. Once I found all that out and I was mentally so torn down and needed peace of mind that I said, I've got to get out of this marriage. And I told him I wanted a divorce, and I was crying, upset, and I was like, are you mad at me? Like, it's comical because I never did to this man, and I'm worried about hurting his feelings.
However, for viewers who had lost themselves in relationships, Ken's character was just as relatable as he was flawed.
I just don't know who I am without you.
You're Ken.
But it's Barbie and Ken. There is no just Ken.
I don't recommend seeing the Barbie movie if you were in a relationship that you put all your love into someone else because you had not one clue how to love yourself, wrote one TikTok user. The scene where Barbie told Ken he had to figure out who he was without Barbie absolutely shattered my heart into a million pieces. I went to the movie alone to cheer myself up and left in shambles. And this wasn't the only viewer who found themselves moved by the film based on a child's toy. Numerous audience members came to Barbie prepared for a popcorn flick and left in tears and, sometimes, fundamentally changed.
Plastics of Los Angeles. Okay, thanks for the lift. You've got this.
Rory, we gotta go. The movie's over. Oh, we didn't watch the movie all the way. Oh, wait, we did. Oh, it didn't make me cry. Oh, wait, it did. Oh, they didn't play Billy yet. Oh, wait, it did.
On TikTok, one user revealed she'd cried in the theater during one of the final scenes when Barbie shed tears to Billie Eilish's What Was I Made For? I felt all of my sadness and my grief come to life with her. I wept again when I got home, she wrote. Others said they left the film with their inner child healed and questioning their existence. And it's not just women who've reflected on the moments throughout the film that many believe touch at the core of what it means to be a woman today. Various Barbie viewers have taken to social media to applaud their boyfriends' reactions to the film, which include apologizing for being ignorant to how cruel the world is to women, voicing their fears about raising a daughter in a male-dominated culture, and engaging in the hard conversations about patriarchy that Barbie calls forth. Yet, not everyone was won over by the film. When one TikTok user posted a video on the film's anti-patriarchy agenda, their comment section was quickly flooded with users proclaiming the film was feminist trash, a hate men movie, and feminist bull. Wah, the patriarchy, wah. LMAO, this movie was hilariously horrible. Message is man issues will be laughed at. This movie was made by women who hate men. The real problem is how they tricked everybody to watch using a millionaire marketing. Still, other comments defended the film, including, "Movie didn't make me hate men at all. Never crossed my mind to hate Ken." This comment section, though, is doing the job. As a straight guy, it's so embarrassing seeing the man children not understand the message the movie was telling. Some even pointed out that the comment section didn't seem to grasp the real message of the film that, in the end, exposed both the Barbie land and the uprising of the Kendom to be flawed. The whole point of the movie was that no one group of people should rule over everyone. It's an anti-archy movie, saying both a matriarchy and patriarchy are harmful, and we need fairness and power. This was pointed out to me by women. It's anti-patriarchy and anti-matriarchy. Love how y'all try to spin the agenda to support your own invalid opinions. But this hasn't stopped social media users from claiming the film to be feminist propaganda, or as one Twitter user put it, a 2-hour woke-a-thon brimming with feminist lectures and nuclear-level rage against men. In fact, conservative political commentator Ben Shapiro was so angered by Barbie's message, he uploaded a 43-minute review on the film that started with him lighting Barbie, Ken, and their pink ride on fire. His critique went on to claim the film is
explicitly designed to divide men from women.
And the message is
the only way you can have a happy world is if the women ignore the men and the men ignore the women. Just to point out here, the actual argument the movie is making is that if women enjoy men, it's because they have been brainwashed by the patriarchy.
And Ben isn't the only public figure who has spoken out. In Piers Morgan's op-ed for the New York Post, the headline launched the bold assertion that if he made a movie that treated women the way Barbie treats men, feminists would want him executed. On Twitter, Elon Musk also suggested he wasn't a fan of the film, tweeting, "If you take a shot every time Barbie says the word patriarchy, you will pass out before the movie ends." And when Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau took his son, and British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak took his daughters and wife to the film, controversial influencer Andrew Tate posted a tweet suggesting their attendance was some sort of satanic humiliation ritual designed to sacrifice any remnant of masculinity to the homosexual mafia. He ended his tweet with a dramatic claim, "The overlords want your soul. They also want you to tell the world that they own you." And female public figures have also chimed in. An Instagram post from the wife of Congressman Matt Gaetz called for a boycott of the film as she claimed it failed to address faith or family and tried to normalize the idea that men and women can't collaborate positively. Yuck. Likewise, Blaze TV host Lauren Chen slammed the film's supposed insidious man-hating message.
People just want to go to the movie and laugh, have a good time, see some pink aesthetics. We are not going to go pay to see a movie where Hollywood weirdos lecture us about their fringe elitist political views.
Yet fans of the film aren't exactly biting their tongues either.
I saw Barbie and I thought it was a masterpiece.
Comedian Mark Maron originally hadn't been thrilled to attend the movie based on a toy doll, but in the end, he not only enjoyed his experience, but he enjoyed it for the exact aspects that enraged a large portion of the public.
It's like it does a fairly amazing thing to create a sort of broad-based entertainment product that applies to the entire spectrum, I think primarily of women, and then just seep it in progressive politics and basic feminism in a way that's funny, informative, and well executed.
As for those that didn't share Mark's sentiments about the film, well, he wasn't sympathetic.
And the fact that certain men took offense to the point where they, tried to build a grift around it in terms of their narrative as right-wing is so embarrassing for them. Any dude that can't take those hits in that movie, they've really got to look in their pants and decide what they're made of. I mean, Jesus Christ, what a bunch of insecure babies.
On Twitter, Barbie viewers claimed calling the film sexist towards men wasn't just a misguided interpretation, it was downright wrong. If you think Barbie is anti-men, you quite literally have no media literacy skills, and you, and I cannot stress this enough, are genuinely deeply stupid. Like, dumb. If you watched it and thought this is harmful to men, then you did not understand the entire point of the film. I thought Ken's message was self-explanatory. You are more than an accessory in another person's life. Always maintain your own self-identity and don't lose it in pursuit of women based on society's expectations, or go to war with other Kens over pride. There was a whole second storyline and song surrounding co-lead Ryan Gosling about how Ken doesn't feel good enough and lacks an identity and purpose. It's a universal tale on the ridiculous expectations set for humanity. And those involved in the film seem to agree Barbie isn't just about empowering women, but everyone.
I think it's such an affectionate and, empathetic view of so many ridiculous things that come with like the journey that these Kens are on.
But it was literally crafted to be for everyone. Like this, Greta said from the beginning, like this is a big party and everyone is invited.
It's also a humanist film because it's like the humanity, insofar as you can call it, of like Barbie and Ken is what's paramount in the film.
I ask your co-stars this and I want to ask you, fill in the blank. Barbie is
all of us.
But despite the film's efforts towards inclusion, there was a clear divide between those who felt represented by Barbie and those who felt alienated. And that gap was only widening as battles broke out on social media. One TikTok user expressed her upset to her followers after her ex-boyfriend said heck no to seeing Barbie because it was too girly. "Genuinely, I'm gonna block him. I'm so mad," she wrote. On Twitter, another fan of the film bragged about getting unmatched on Hinge after they messaged a guy that Barbie is an experience and Oppenheimer is just a film. And one user even edited one-star Letterboxd reviews that criticized Barbie as perverse and an illegal substance trip that feels like being slapped by lots of confusingly attractive people onto Barbie posters that, according to them, made the film seem even cooler. But this rift between viewers isn't just playing out online. TikToker Vanna and her two friends had dressed up for the film and, feeling emotional and empowered after their viewing, decided to stop to take a photo in front of the theater's Barbie poster. But what was intended to immortalize their cathartic experience in the cinema instead captured something else, as a man drove past them and said, "Y'all are ugly as f." "This is what it's like being a woman," Vanna wrote, echoing one of the same messages the Barbie movie shared. TikToker Jessica Can also had a Barbie moment play out in real life when a stranger, unprompted, invaded her personal space in a Barbie photo booth, ultimately causing the entire display to fall over. As one person said, literally the entire movie was this. Yet some believe it's the misconceptions Barbie endorses that are turning viewers against each other.
The agenda of this movie is division. So if you value diversity, equity, inclusion, or belonging, this is a terrible movie.
To me, it says that girls should only aim for career and not traditional values like family or husband or even normal relationship. Like that's not cool in 2023.
The new Barbie movie's sole purpose is to brainwash women into hating men by using lies and exaggerated caricatures of who men and women are.
But according to the comment sections of these TikToks, the critiques of the film had missed the point big time. LOL, did we watch a different Barbie movie? The Kens got her. She's stuck in the Mojo Dojo Casa house. So if audiences weren't brainwashed by Barbie's brand of glitter-encrusted girl power, what was it that provoked this level of devotion from viewers? Well, to many, Barbie was more than just a piece of media, but a story with surprising depth.
Do you guys ever think about dying?
And that depth ended up giving viewers insight into their own existence and existential crises, as well as a renewed gratitude for the women in their lives.
I felt like I got whiplash by the end of the movie where I was just like, holy Actually, I almost cried. I was very close to crying. I got very, I got really in my fifis, okay?
I think I was most shocked by the complexity of the storyline and how it really hits you hard. And my best description of the entire movie without spoiling it is that you laugh. You start to laugh and you're like, ha ha ha, oh.
And it seems this was exactly Greta Gerwig's intent.
I always wanted it to be, you know, really funny and really like beautiful and sort of dazzling. And then I always had this dream that at the end you'd be like, why am I crying?
Various social media users have tried to explain what it was about the film that left them so affected. And for many, it came down to what Barbie stood for. See, for the little girls that played with Barbie, she wasn't just a toy, but a friend, a confidant, and their first inspiration to dream of life outside of the mother role. After all, there may have always been dolls for girls to play with.
But the dolls were always and forever baby dolls.
Until Barbie changed the game.
Barbie is a doctor at the zoo.
Barbie busy baking at the shop. Dentist Barbie loves teaching Kelly.
For others, the film's poignancy comes down to its portrayal of the double-edged sword of entering womanhood from the safety net of girlhood, symbolized by Barbie leaving Barbie Land, where everything seemed perfect, for the real world that's just as rife with dangers as it is opportunities, a choice that in itself shows how autonomous women have become. Fans of Barbie believe this contrast between the different requirements of women in the past and women today is best encapsulated by one of the film's final quotes: "We mothers stand still so our daughters can look back and see how far they've come." According to TikToker Brie, her mother wasn't satisfied with the ending until her father explained it, saying, "It's for the new generation to see they no longer need to dream about having the career life they want like the creator of Barbie did. It's no longer a dream. That's why Barbie made the decision to go to the real world, because women can now decide what they want to do with their life." As for the film's messages about patriarchy, fans of the film have described Greta's depiction of how this social system enchants the Kens who themselves have been oppressed in Barbie Land as compassionate towards men. As TikToker Rena put it, Barbie exposed the root of where patriarchy stems from. Men are not the problem. How most men choose to deal with their insecurities are. Ken didn't have self-worth and found it all in Barbie, which was unhealthy, and how he chose to deal with it is what resulted in the Mojo Dojo Casa House. And I personally think Barbie saying sorry for taking him for granted was not her taking responsibility for his actions, but rather her choosing to be part of the solution by acknowledging that her actions may have hurt him. In the end of the day, hating each other is not going to solve the patriarch. Finding our value and seeing their value and making space for each other is. And while the movie ends with Barbie Land slowly moving towards equality for the Kens, fans believe those who were uncomfortable with the Kens not receiving full equality right away were actually uncomfortable with men for the first time in their lives experiencing the sexism and misogyny women have faced throughout all of history. As for men who did fight against the patriarchy, according to Barbie fans, they too were represented in the film. Alan, Ken's best friend, played by Michael Cera, helped the Barbies take Barbie Land back from the Kens. As one TikTok user wrote, "It wasn't until after the film I realized he represented the men out there willing to stand with women. They can be few and far between, but do exist. In a world full of Kens, be an Alan." Yet, some are worried women are leaving the film with more than just inspiring takeaways on sisterhood, womanhood, and a more beneficial future for both women and men, but with desires to take permanent action.
All I can say is do not go to the Barbie movie. And do not let girlfriends watch the Barbie movie. It gives them bad ideas.
So today, I ended my relationship of 2 years.
Fans are now using the Barbie movie as the ultimate relationship test.
People are breaking up with their boyfriends if they don't get Barbie, reads a recent headline from Grazia magazine. And if social media posts are to be taken seriously, it appears the publication might be correct. Yep, according to various posts online, if your significant other poo-poos the film, makes fun of it, or doesn't get it, that's grounds to terminate a relationship. And while these are just suggestions that have inspired some humorous satire,
boys, trust me on this. Do not go to the Barbie movie. I went yesterday, and today I got broken up with, and now all my furniture is gone. I have no furniture.
It seems the movie might have actually enticed some women to consider ending their relationships. As one user tweeted, "Did anyone watch Barbie and suddenly want to break up with their boyfriend, or was that just me? Are you crying? You're just a guy and you'll never understand how difficult it is to be a woman in a man's world. There's this attention to detail that a lot of men don't have." As for other Barbie viewers, well, they might have actually pulled the plug. In a now deleted TikTok, one woman claimed she dumped her boyfriend after they had an argument over the movie. Another woman claimed the film was the catalyst to both repair her relationship with her mother and detonate her relationship with her significant other. And for TikTok user Shirley, Barbie was the wake-up call she needed to call it quits on her toxic 2-year relationship.
One thing that Barbie showed me was that I'm not gonna let a man treat me like I'm just not gonna do it. I'm done. And yeah, so I broke up with him. He never thought that I was gonna do that. And so yeah, thank you, Barbie, for empowering me, for giving me the confidence, for making me realize that I deserve better.
And Shirley wasn't the only one who'd come to this realization following the movie. On the Am I the subreddit, one woman asked users if she was the for breaking up with her boyfriend over the Barbie movie. When a 23-year-old woman went to a showing of Barbie with her 23-year-old boyfriend, she was hoping he would pick up on the film's feminist themes. And he picked up on them all right, as his increasing upset during the film made all too clear. After the film was over, the boyfriend told his girlfriend that he found Barbie offensive and she should have gone with her friends instead of him. We have been having problems with his weird comments about women, the LGBTQ community, and other stuff. He would deem it big. So maybe it was a long time coming, but this was the straw that broke the camel's back, the girlfriend's Reddit post read. I was tired of having to always deal with his attitude and disrespect, and was also maybe on this girl power high, so I told him it was over. However, her now ex-boyfriend didn't have a place of his own, and after their breakup, he went missing. When she checked his location, it indicated he was 2 states away. I don't know how he got there. I can't believe this is all because of the freaking Barbie movie, she lamented. Yet after an update post, it appeared the breakup might have been for the best. I wrote that post in a frenzy of panic and guilt. With a clearer head, I can recognize that yes, we broke up because we were incompatible and I was at my limit, not because of a movie, she wrote. And since their breakup, the Reddit user had learned her ex-boyfriend wasn't just a bigot, he was a cheat. Although she maintained his beliefs were worse than any transgressions he made outside of their relationship. As for how she found out, well, she received a call from her ex's friend who seemed to be under the influence of something. The friend bragged about how her ex was literally so much happier now that she let him go, and he could be with his main girl. The plot twist? Her ex's brother had told her the girl her ex was staying with was his cousin. If this is real, I can't even comprehend what this means. Maybe it's not real, I don't know, but I think it's the perfect ending to the story, she wrote. In a since-deleted Reddit post from the Confession subreddit, it seems the movie had resulted in the end of another relationship, although this time it was the boyfriend who'd pulled the trigger. According to the 24-year-old male poster, his relationship with his girlfriend had started on unsolid ground. She'd been hesitant to enter the partnership as she was still healing from a past relationship. And while they'd made things work, they had communication issues, which included her not telling him she was in contact with her ex and a 2-month-long snap streak with another guy. I was left in a strange place, feeling as if I was constantly in the shadows of other men in her life, waiting for some level of openness that never really came. But through all of this, she remained my rock, my support. She was there for me during the grueling days of university, the job search, and everything else life threw at me, he wrote. Yet after seeing the Barbie movie, his perspective changed. Watching the Barbie movie was supposed to be an escape from reality, but it turned out to be the opposite. In Ken, I saw myself. He existed to serve Barbie. Without her, he felt empty and devoid of purpose. But throughout the movie, and after some unfortunate patriarchy, Barbie helps Ken discover his own worth and realizes he is not defined by Barbie, but rather he is enough just being himself. And believe it or not, this realization shook me. In the end, he realized clinging to this relationship had hurt him by not allowing him to foster his own self-worth, and had hurt his girlfriend holding her back with the crushing weight of his expectations or the shadows of her past. So here I am, a guy who realized his worth after watching a Barbie movie. It's strange how life lessons can come from the most unexpected places, he wrote. It's been a challenging period, but I'm grateful for the insight. I'm ready to face the world as me, just me. I am Kenough. So it seems Barbie doesn't just function as a piece of entertainment or fuel for a debate, but as an assessment. TikToker and YouTuber The Fangirl has gone as far as to describe the film as the new litmus test.
If you go see it with a guy who's like, Ken did nothing wrong, patriarchy good, then you know that you need to get rid of him. I thought that plot twist in the villain arc was so weird, but Greta's trying to save us all through Barbie.
And sure enough, the film has already gone viral in China as the new boyfriend test. See, Barbie hadn't gone over well with the male viewership in the country.
The Barbie movie has gotten a lot of strong opinions from men in China. They have been very vocal about their frustrations with the movie and even arguing with their girlfriends about what the Barbie movie means. This social media post said that half of the men in the movie theaters stormed out of the Barbie movie halfway. Men are even saying there's something wrong with the Barbie movie because it makes the status of women seem sky high, and what more could women want?
So, in response, netizens created a boyfriend rating system.
If the boyfriend hated the movie and criticized the female director Greta Gerwig, it means he's toxic and misogynistic. But if the man understands even half of what the movie is trying to say, then he's more likely to be a normal man with normal values and stable emotions.
More specifically, the rating system rates men in 4 categories.
The first, if a man hates the movie, walks out, or criticizes the woman director, then he is classified as toxic and misogynistic, and you should probably not date them. The second type of man is one who can't understand the movie and looks confused when everyone is laughing. This means he has no brain or culture. The third is the man who understands half the movie's message and leaves the theater thinking the movie is interesting and good. He's most likely to die with normal values and stable emotion. And finally, if a man loves Barbie and dressed up in pink to go see the movie, he is most likely a Ken.
Yet psychotherapist Nicholas Balasis discourages using the film as a litmus test and instead encourages conversation. It might be interesting to explore why they are upset, offended, he told HuffPost. You can use it as a way into an honest conversation about gender and romantic desires. An outright refusal to engage in this way might indicate a lack of emotional maturity and maybe a sign that the person is not yet ready for a real relationship. And mental health counselor Ali Fritzstein has taken a similar stance. There's a significant difference between "I didn't like the movie, but I'm glad you enjoyed it" versus "I hated it because it was woke garbage," she told HuffPost. So while Barbie might not warrant mass dumpings, a battle of the sexes, or an outright boycott, like all cinema, the film does warrant a discussion. As for whether these conversations will be productive, well, that's up to those engaging in them. It's clear Barbie has provoked strong reactions from audience members, including those who loved the film because they believed it was a love letter to women, and those who despised it for exactly that reason.
This is not a women empowerment movie. This is a women are amazing and men are not great.
Yet it seems this divide was the opposite of Greta Gerwig's intent, as the director has stated that, at its core, the philosophy of Barbie is humanist.
I can look them in the eye and say, you might not love this or that, but I'm telling you, like, this movie has only love for people.
And that both men and women can feel empowered by the film's message.
Men in their sort of strength and confidence, supporting women with like an open hand, like a rising tide lifts all boats. Everybody wants everybody to soar.
But while various social media users have echoed the director's point by noting that a film about women doesn't have to solely benefit women,
this movie is not about trashing men or putting women on a pedestal.
The divide remains. This is the story of Barbie, a film the internet can't stop talking about. Before you go, don't forget to check the link in the description or scan the QR code on screen to receive 3 hours of unlimited lives and 100 free coins in Toon Blast. Join Bruno Bear, Cooper Cat, and Wally Wolf to solve thousands of puzzles today.